What would happen if you studied for 12 hours every day? For 30 straight days? Would your grades skyrocket? Would you become smarter? Would your focus become unstoppable? Or would your brain eventually hit a wall? Thousands of students dream about studying longer. Many believe that success is simply a matter of putting in more hours. But is that actually true? Imagine waking up tomorrow and making a decision. For the next 30 days, you will study for 12 hours every single day. No excuses. No skipped days. No shortcuts. Just books, notes, lectures, practice questions, and relentless focus. At first, it sounds like the ultimate productivity challenge. After all, if studying for 2 hours helps, then studying for 12 hours should help even more, right? Well, not exactly. Because something interesting starts happening the moment you begin. On day one, motivation is at its peak. You feel excited. You feel disciplined. You create a perfect study schedule. You organize your desk. You sharpen your pencils. You open your laptop. And for a few hours, everything feels amazing. You are making progress. Topics that once seemed difficult suddenly start making sense. Every completed chapter feels like a victory. But then the hours keep coming. Hour 6, hour 7, hour 8, and your brain starts sending signals. Your concentration begins to slip. You read the same sentence twice, then 3 times, then 4. Not because you're lazy, because your brain is consuming an enormous amount of energy. Despite representing only about 2% of your body weight, the brain uses roughly 20% of your body's energy. Every calculation, every fact you memorize, every concept you try to understand, costs energy. And after several hours of intense studying, mental fatigue begins to appear. At first, it's subtle. You become slightly slower at solving problems. You get distracted more easily. Your mind starts wandering. You check the clock more often, but most people push through because they believe more hours automatically mean more results. And during the first few days, there actually are benefits. The brain loves repetition. The more often you review information, the stronger certain neural pathways become. Think of it like building a trail through a forest. The first time you walk through, it's difficult. But every time you return, the path becomes clearer. The same thing happens inside your brain. Concepts that seemed impossible on day 1 begin feeling familiar by day 4 or 5. And that's when many students experience something exciting. Confidence. The feeling that they're finally getting ahead. Assignments become easier. Practice tests improve. And difficult subjects begin feeling less intimidating. But just as confidence starts growing, a hidden problem begins developing beneath the surface. One that most students don't notice until it's already affecting them. Because studying isn't just about time. It's about attention. And attention is a limited resource. The more you use it, the more it becomes depleted. By the end of the first week, many students discover that sitting at a desk for 12 hours is very different from actually learning for 12 hours. And what happens during week 2 becomes even more surprising. Some students experience incredible progress. Others start feeling exhausted, stressed, and mentally drained. A few even notice changes in their sleep, mood, and memory. So what really happens when someone studies for 12 hours, every day for an entire month? Can it transform your academic performance? Or does the brain have limits that even hard work can't overcome? The answer may completely change the way you think about studying. And what happened next during the second week was something most students never expected. But the second week is where this challenge truly begins to test you. The excitement that fueled those first few days starts to fade. The study schedule that once felt motivating now feels demanding. Every morning, you know exactly what's waiting for you. Another 12 hours, another mountain of information, another battle against distraction. And this is where many students discover something surprising. The biggest challenge isn't understanding the material. It's maintaining focus. Research has shown that the brain performs best when periods of intense concentration are balanced with rest. Without enough recovery, mental fatigue can build faster than most people realize. Some students begin noticing that they remember less from their later study sessions than they do from their earlier ones. They are spending the same amount of time studying, but getting less value from each hour. It's like trying to charge your phone while dozens of apps are running in the background. The battery drains faster than it can recover, and the brain works in a similar way. Meanwhile, sleep becomes more important than ever, because every night, the brain sorts, organizes, and stores the information learned throughout the day. Without quality sleep, even 12 hours of studying may not produce the results students expect. And as the days continue, students start asking a question that could change everything. Is studying longer actually making me smarter, or should I be studying smarter instead?